I and the Father are one. At this, the Jews again picked up stones to stone him. But Jesus responded, I have shown you many good works from the Father. For which one of these do you stone me? Okay? We are not stoning you for any good work, said the Jews, but for blasphemy. Because you, who are a man, declare yourself to be God. The Father, I and the Father are one. This is one of the many instances when Jesus declared to be God, to be one with God, which means to be God. I mean, it was understood, by the Jews as declaring yourself to be God. Nowadays, we might hear some, oh, I'm one with God. That means that, he's in me, I'm in him. And even though I'm not him, but he's in me, or that kind of thing. But in these days, that was, when you would say that, it would mean what it means. You are God. If you declare you and the Father to be one, that makes you God. That doesn't make you into some kind of new age mystic. It makes you God. And the Jews understood that really well. That's why they crucified Jesus. They crucified Jesus not because of the work that he did, because he kept claiming that he was God. I mean, it's written there. Look, I've shown you many good works from the Father. For which of these do you stone me? He said, we're not stoning you for any good work. I mean, this is that's another thing, another subject. But for blasphemy, blasphemy was the thing, claiming to be God. That was huge. That was the one thing. That was the one thing that was too much for the Jews. He could have claimed to be a prophet, a miracle worker. It wouldn't mind, they would deal with him like, but the fact that he claimed to be the Son of God, to be one with God, to be God, which in God's economy, it's the same thing. And the Jews understood that. So why do we Christians, modern Christians, are having such a hard time to understand that? Why there's been so much ink? There's been so much writing about whether or not Jesus was God, is he separate, is it the same? I mean, it's quite clear and plain. It's plain. He is God. Jesus claimed to be God. He didn't claim to be a prophet. He didn't claim to be a man. He claimed to be God. He claimed to be the Son of God. He claimed to be the Trinity, part of the Trinity. And that is, he's the creator of the universe. He said that before Abraham, he is. I am. Before Abraham, I am. He is God. Now, I can't understand why we would not understand fully what the Trinity is. I can't understand why, as human beings, we still cannot and will never be really able to fathom what the Trinity is. I can understand that. If the Jews understood that plainly, that Jesus was claiming to be God, that Jesus is God, that this is the gospel. Jesus is God that made himself man. Jesus is the creator of the universe. Jesus, before Abraham, I am. All these extraordinary claims that he was making was blasphemous for the Jews. If the Jews understood that plainly, it was clear for them that this particular claim is what got under their skin. Why can't we? Why do we tiptoe so much about saying that Jesus is God? Why do we don't mind saying that he's a prophet, he's a son of God, he's done good things. No, he said he was God. So it's whether he was a liar, he was a lunatic, he was a lunatic. He was, there was mental illness. This is mental illness. Somebody going around saying he is God. When you take out the new age thing, mysticism, it's like somebody going around thinking they are Napoleon. They put them in mental facilities. So you can't play with Jesus. It's whether he is what he claimed to be or whether he's not.